Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Lore Master Jasper. We're going to be building the Starship Enterprise NX-01 model from the show Star Trek Enterprise. This is the kind of basic overview of the ship at the start here. This is what it looks like. This is what you don't have to build this exact copy. Again, this is a Class C ship and Starship Design 4, so you may not have that unlocked yet, so you can take inspiration and kind of make your own modifications if you don't have these parts unlocked. For example, this is a class 4 thing, so if you don't have that unlocked, you wouldn't be able to build it, but you could replace it with something else. Okay, so now starting the build guide, starting from the bottom of the ship, this is the first section, the first level of the ship. You want to get these rounded pieces. You can find these at Primora. These are just upside down parts of the top. They look like this on the top, and then you just flip them to the bottom. You can find those at Primora. Primora 3 is the planet you need to go to for the shipyard. This middle section here is just straight landing gear. And then you have your landing bay for the front piece. This is the gravity drive. It is actually 2 tile pieces tall. And then I have engines on the side. The engines are small engines. This is for function because the 2 main engines in the back don't fully support the ship. It's pretty slow without it. So these can go here. And then this is the middle layer of the ship. This is a habitat ring. And we have another habitat here, another habitat for this 3 section. You can find habitats at any place. This middle piece here for where the deflector would be is a nose cone. You can find this at New Atlantis. And then these 2 little front bumpers to continue the rounded shape. You can find these at Primora. And then this rounded section here for the side, you can find this at New Atlantis. And then these back pieces here, you can find this at Primora for sure. And I'm pretty sure you can find these at Neon, or they're just structure pieces. I also have the weapons on this section. They kind of mount under the ship. The weapons are for function and not necessarily looks. But this is the middle layer. It's pretty simple. And then you would just put this right on top of the bottom layer here. This is the top layer. Again, it's just rotated bottom layer pieces here, or flipped, I mean. And then you have your cockpit. This cockpit is 4 crew. So it's for function, not necessarily looks. There's better looking cockpits for sure out there that would work, but it's only 2 crew. So I kind of went for function over that. This middle section here is just a habitat piece with a docking port on top. So it's nothing too special. This is a cargo pod. You can find these at pretty much every port. They're not too special. And then this back rounded piece here, you can find this at Primora. And that's just the top section. You would put that on top of this section right here. And then we would have the back engines, or the nacelles. So this is a tier 4 fuel section. So if you'll need your tier 4 design skill to get this. You can find these fuel tanks at most shipyards. They're not too rare. This is a structure piece that goes on top and connects the reactor to the fuel tank. And then you have this little strut on the bottom. This is not too special. You can for sure find this at New Atlantis. These go on top of here and just connect the 2. That's why I kind of have those there to cover up that like rebar looking thing. The middle section is the reactor. You can switch that out with either the grav drive or whatever. But I just put the reactor there. Again, that's for function, not necessarily looks. And the shield generator goes on top of that. And it's the same for both sides. You just mirror that. And then the nacelle itself here, these pieces are just flipped. They're the exact copy. They're just flipped upside down. You can find these at New Atlantis. And then you have your Class C engine. And that goes on the back. You can find the engine at every shipyard just about. I haven't seen this engine where it's not there. So it's a pretty common. And that's the Enterprise. You just put it all together and you have the Enterprise, and we'll cut to the complete version. Now that the ship is back together, I'll give you kind of an overview of how it looks again, just so you can see how everything lines up. This is the top section and how it kind of fits on the middle section here. You can see that the bridge doesn't go all the way over. The back piece here, these don't actually connect. This kind of just sits on top. This piece actually connects to the middle habitat ring. So this kind of just sits on top of this back kind of connection joint here. And that's how that works. The reactor is slightly elevated. So you have the nacelles can kind of come up above the ship a little bit. That's how that looks. Again, the 2 planets you'll need to have unlocked and go to is Primora 3 and New Atlantis. I'll show you where the shipyard guy is at Primora, because this guy's kind of tricky to find if you just got here. So he's in this back kind of corner room. When you first land, you'll run into this building called Red Mile. When you land your ship, you're going to go out, you're going to take a right, and you'll see this building. See, there's our ship. We would land, we would run to the right, and run straight into this Red Mile building, and he's in the back office. The guy at New Atlantis is right when you land your ship, right to the right, like 4 feet outside your ship. Everyone knows where that guy is. He's like the first ship vendor you ever meet. And that's how you build the Enterprise. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked and enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time.